He's in his home country. Hello. We have arrived in Stuttgart, and that is a fantastic word to say. I've been saying it all day and I've bloomin' enjoyed it. It's actually a hop, skip and a jump from Heathrow. It's literally like an hour and a half, so it's a super easy flight. We are in Stuttgart with Mark Kane. If you don't know, over on my Instagram I've worked with them quite a few times. We are essentially in Stuttgart to head to their knitwear atelier and get to know and understand the crafts of Mark Kane here in Germany. And it's a really small group of us going, which I think is going to be really, really interesting. And we're just going to see basically everything from the quality to the production and kind of go behind the curtain, which is lovely because I think Mark Kane has been a brand that I have discovered very much this year. I had no idea that they had such an emphasis on beautiful fabrics, high-end production, and it's been wonderful getting to know the brand. And it's also, so many items I've picked from them have been so different to my previous style. Like if I link one of my Instagram videos that I've done for them, I've got these chocolate brown trousers and they fit so nicely. They make my legs look 100 miles long and they're so comfortable, like elasticated waist, such beautiful material. And so it's been wonderful to sort of get to grips with them. Now I have a little bag here and a letter, but I also have some bits and pieces left in the room for me to peruse. And what does this say? Dear Lydia, we are excited to welcome you tomorrow and we look forward to experiencing a wonderful day together with you. We've added a small surprise to your package for the chilly winter days, something to keep you cozy and to serve as a reminder of us. Yours, the Mark Kane team. So, Ali has already unboxed his and he's gone to the gym. So what is it possibly for me in here? Ooh. Oh my gosh, so cute! Mittens, faux fur mittens. Oh my gosh, it's actually going to be snowing back in the UK when we get home, or at least roughly this week. And so these are probably going to come in very, very useful at home. So there's faux fur ivory mittens, which are very much me, and they have the thing that sort of connects them through your coat, which I love. It reminds me of being a little girl. I used to have these on all of my fancy coats. And then there is also a bucket hat, which is also faux fur. Now, I don't own any bucket hats. I've always felt like I'm not cool enough for them. She's in her Nancy Myers era now. What do we think? I love the colour. The colour is very, very me. But there are also some other bits and pieces in the room as well. So I thought I'd have a little quick try on with you whilst I wait for Ali to get back. And also we're trying to decide whether to go out for dinner. We've got a few places that we could try. I always get so annoyed because we used to be able to post in real time when we were away, but we can't do that anymore. And I loved coming places like this and being able to ask the locals where to find like the hidden gems of cities, because I have to be honest, if you put the hidden gems into Google of anywhere, you just get served utter rubbish. And it's one of those things that I always want to do. I want to find the hidden gems. I have located that there is a really beautiful botanical garden, and we may have some time on the last day to go and have a bit of a look around and a bit of a search. And I think we'll just end up having a bit of a mooch around as well. But tomorrow is the big day where we head to the ateliers, and then I think we're going out for dinner as a group as well. So it should be really lovely, and it's lovely to be here working on a trip as well. I think that's something that I hope I'm allowed to say. But as I get older, I've really wanted to ensure that the trips that I'm going on are like partnerships with brands that I'm working with, because otherwise I'm never home, and that's a really wonderful position to be in. But with how Ali and I live our lives now, it's very difficult for us to go away and not be working on something. And so it's wonderful, wonderful to be on this trip and working together with the brand as well. This video isn't sponsored by them, but I am working with them on some bits and pieces. So I thought I'd show you some of the other bits that they've left in my room as well. I'm going to be seeing these with you for the first time. This is also a very dark room, so you have to bear with me. Ooh, what did I break? That's the shoehorn. So when a brand usually offers to like leave some bits and pieces for you, you never really think they'll leave all of them. You think you'll get like one of them. And so it's very nice that they've left a few bits and pieces. Really beautiful ivory sort of, it's almost like a raglan style coat, single breasted, stunningly soft. My goodness me. This is absolutely exquisite. What is the fabric composition on this? Because this feels absolutely stunning. 100% wool. So that is and that's what I think is really wonderful about Mark Hain, is that they like really champion good materials. I love it when I see on a materials label that there's not really much in there unless it's a blend of really lovely things, but this is so soft, so pretty. Oh yeah, I'm going to try that on for sure. Next up, now I did not know that this had like an iridescence to it. Little iridescent blazer, and it also has a herringbone detail to the fabric as well. Really pretty and really lovely for the festive season as well. Now this was a really lovely detailed top. I love this really elegant neckline, and this sort of knot detailing looked super pretty. And it's got a zip back, so it's easy to get into as well. And then we have a pair. Are these baby blue? What colour are these? I can't see the accurate colour, but I loved the turn up on these trousers, and I loved the permanent crease that's sewn into it. I love that. That's always such a flattering detail on trousers, and definitely something that I wear a lot. And then we have another suit carrier. Oh goodness me. Oh wow, this coat is exquisite. Wow. So this is like a chocolate with baby blue. Beautiful overcoat. This is such a silhouette that I love. I wish you could see how gorgeous these colours are. But there's a real mix of tones in there, and this is just perfect for throwing on an outfit. Love that. Oh, I loved this cable knit so much. This is, oh my gosh, I actually think this is like a gorgeous chocolate knit, very sort of Laura Piana vibes. This will be 100% wool, no doubt. If it isn't, I'll be upset. So this is knitted in Germany. This has a blend. So this is alpaca, wool, polyamide and acrylic, but this is knitted in Germany. And this is basically why we're here. This real like Germany-centric produce is what we're here for. So I love this. I think I'm going to keep this one. I love it with this coat as well. The chocolate tones together are lovely. And then we have it in the ivory. Definitely can't justify both, but this coat, oh my goodness. I was really excited about this coat. Oh, this with an all black outfit, black boots. This is glorious. This is like, I think this is the coat that I'm going to keep. Oh, I'm trying it on right now. This feels different to everything I've got in my wardrobe as well. Yeah, I love this. Imagine this just like an all black outfit underneath, and then you let the coat do all of the talking. I believe this is shearling as well. Full maxi coat to the floor as well. This is so soft, and I love the colour of it so much. Oh, gorgeous. You know I love something when I try it on straight away. I've been travelling in style this morning in a wonderful matte black Mercedes, but we have arrived at the headquarters. We have arrived into the Mark Hain knitwear studio, and this is where they really get to sort of like flex a little bit and highlight how they make some of their pieces here in Germany. And I was just talking to the girls and just explaining that I think this is super important. I think when a brand is
very synonymous with its sort of heritage, and Mark Caine is 50 years old. I think it's really important that even if it's just an element of their production is done in where they're based. So Mark Caine does a lot of their fine knitwear here in Germany, and we are going to be seeing how the whole process goes. And you might also recognise this one, because this is one of my favourite jumpers at home. This is literally what I lounge around in all the time. I put a turtleneck underneath it, and it is the coziest jumper. I had no idea that it came with a skirt. I love this. So we're about to start the tour, and I have been given a little headset so I can hear everything.
Fire protection, because behind this wall there's less protection, and it's different to offices.
This is, for example, one knit cardigan, and I want to show you how we created this in a few minutes. Design, first of all, the designers can work with the software where they draw their pattern, and then they can create a repeat which we can put on the pattern later on. So first we choose the colors and the design, and then we can choose the yarns. Here you can see we can choose our yarns we want to use in the production. We get the cone of the yarn, and after that we can scan them and then input it in our design. As you can see, we can have like hairy yarns or more thick yarns, thin yarns. And after that, we can also choose how many plies we want to have of the yarn. We can look at it from every single angle, beanies with different structures as well.
So we've just been learning about their processes and how they use AI to develop their designs, which means that they are able to ensure that they're not creating as much waste. They literally have like 3D mock-ups on the screen. It's fascinating.
The yarn goes into the needle, and you can pull it out.
Oh wow! So this is basically the machine producing the fabric in front of us. Wow. So you can see the difference here. This is a real wide looped fabric, but super soft. It almost has like a mohair feel to it. So this will have a finer needle, whereas the other one will have a thicker needle. More yarns that have been knitted here. So they've got machines that do everything differently and create different textures and weaves. It is absolutely fascinating. This is an absolutely mammoth production here, and what Helmut was saying was that what he's saved in making things more digital, he spends now in energy, because there's been changes in terms of obviously the climate and things like that, where they've moved away from certain types of fuel, and he was saying that he paid $1 million on energy last year alone, which you can see why, because it is a mammoth production, but it is flawless from start to finish. There is just a section for everywhere. Everything is kept exquisitely neat and tidy. The conditions are amazing, and for me, if I worked here, I would be so happy because it is so warm. Of course, they have the Miele Professional going on in here. It's really lovely as well because it's a really small group of creators, so we're getting to ask questions and understand things, and I've always got a lot of questions, so it's good for me to get those off my chest. So this is the fabric from the circular knitting section that we were just in, and they're going to be shrinking it to make it softer, but also the heat actually separates the fabric, which I find fascinating. So it's going on As you can see there, it is going on as one piece of fabric just here, and as it gets along, it is separating. But just like that, look at that. Wow, that is fascinating. Wow. And that's all under the heat of this machine. Well, as I was just saying, it is lovely and warm in here, and all of these pipes and ducts are actually recycling the heat from the machines to heat the offices. So they were just specifying that the black dots on this particular piece of material are knitted in, but the other colours you can see are printed on. So this is the knitting department where they do printing and knitting, and they have these special things, I don't even know, they're called TFAs, and they are putting moisture back into the air. You can see it just throwing out there a lot of condensation, because this is obviously a room that gets very dry, and that's how they've combated it.
A snake, a frog, snake, a lizard.
The finish of everything here is exquisite. Like, look at these branded Mark Kane sewing machine covers, but this is the section where they create more of like the prototype. So it's the sewing room, but they're not actually producing stock here. What they're producing is samples and things like that. They also process a lot of like the returns here as well. So if an item comes back to us as if I work here, I want to work here now, they basically press it and refresh it so that it's good enough to be sold again, because obviously with things happening so much more online nowadays, things are sent back. Sometimes I'm guessing in terrible conditions, so they have to have these kind of procedures in place, but they also take a lot of the details that they learn in this department and feed it back to their production, and then implement it and teach those factories how to do what they've learned and implemented here. So they're constantly helping their line of production essentially evolve, get better, improve. It sounds like with Helmut there is, I hope I'm saying his name right, there's a lot of emphasis on technology moving forwards, innovation and that kind of thing. And I think the fact that it looks like we're in the twilight zone, I think this is a real testament to that.
Pure cashmere yarns are sometimes very soft, but they tend to pill. So we tried out a yarn which is 50% cashmere and silk and wool, and it's still very soft, but the construction is more stable, more resistible, more durable. So we have a better result for long-lasting pieces.
So this is the collection that I just worked on with Mark Kane, and this, oh, it's like following me around. This is my favourite piece, and I've just seen that they have beautiful trousers and skirts in the same collection as well. It is absolutely exquisite, and this is Mark Kane's focus on a little bit of timeless elegance. So they've really pared back the colours and created a really stunning neutral palette in soft yarns, and this skirt is produced right here at the Mark Kane headquarters as well, from top to toe, and this is actually produced in one singular piece, so there are no seams, there are nothing joining it together. It is woven and produced exactly as it is. And there's lovely detailing down here as well. I also really want this cardigan. I feel like this is very me. This is so soft. Oh, gorgeous. There isn't...
Why, thank you.
We've got a poorly Mr. Millen Gordon. Also, Ali, I have to say,
Yes.
people are very upset that you're not in my vlogs.
I'm in your vlog right now.
No, but you're not in my vlogs a lot, and I think they think that there is obviously something going on, and I try and explain that you film very, very differently to me, and you curate your content very differently to me.
Yeah.
If I get the camera out and I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna capture this moment, and neither of us have showered, our hair's like this on our heads, and I'm still in my pajamas and you've got your top off, I'm happy to film like that, but you're not so happy to film like that.
Not so happy.
He's not quite so sort of like in the moment, whereas I'm a bit, screw it, which is probably why your like branding is so much more impeccable than mine. I'm a bit like, argh.
It's not really me. My other wife has said to me that she doesn't like me just jumping onto cameras here, there and everywhere.
No. I'll kill her. But yes, Ali's a little bit poorly on this trip, so he's...
Little?
Is anyone else, I saw a TikTok once with this lady that was like, when my husband says that he's ill, it's like the rage that I experience. I think I've spoken about this on my channel before. I'm just like, get over it.
Honestly.
Gets no sympathy from me. Right, we're gonna go out and explore now. We finished up at the Mark Cain headquarters and I've changed my outfit. I'm now wearing a Mark Cain, I think this is like a shearling coat. It's like floor length, not floor length, ankle length, and it's really lovely. Quite lightweight as well for a coat of this length. And I've popped on some black bits and pieces underneath so that the coat does all the talking. I'm wearing gloves because it's very chilly here. But we're ready to go, aren't we?
I am.
Good stuff.
You are.
Well, we've made it out and about for an explore, but this has been like, almost, you can hear the drills, almost like a teaser, like they're dangling a carrot in front of us because a winter fair is about to start here, which starts the week before the Christmas markets, and apparently this is the biggest and the best Christmas markets, although I do feel like every area in Germany says the same thing. But we can see that there's like a real celebration of what is produced here in Stuttgart. Like there's a Porsche illuminated, there's a Mercedes, they also have their like the animal that's on the flag. I have no idea, this is not History with Lydia. But it's very windy, so you probably can't hear me. So we're gonna head down to the streets and head back to the hotel because, oh, Ali's just lost his hat. But as you can see, this is where we have just been. Sorry, my battery ran out then. But yes, they're just sort of setting up for the Christmas markets. We have seen our first Dachshund, which is, we are obviously in the home of the Dachshund, and it made me very happy. And I've been wearing all of my Dachshund paraphernalia that I could possibly wear whilst I'm here. I'm almost offended when the people have dogs here that aren't Dachshunds. I'm like, why? So this will be where you get your like your schnitzel and your crepes and all of those good things that you get at Christmas time. Mulled wine. Morning everyone. It is our final morning in Stuttgart and I am desperately trying to show you an outfit. We went out last night for dinner and we actually ended up staying out really late with Andy Singer and her partner, and it was such good fun. We had a lay-in today and now we're going in search of some schnitzel, aren't we? Yeah. We basically got the inside scoop from the girls at Mark Cain and we have a few options of where we can go. The temperature has dropped, it's super sunny outside, so the sky is clear, but my goodness is it icy today. So I've got gloves, I've also got sunglasses, but I don't think we're going to be warm enough. I think we are going to struggle out there.
My outfit's pretty warm.
You have a very nice outfit on.
You see the layers? You see?
Lots of layers there. I am wearing a Marcella London coat and H&M trousers, which I should have put tights underneath, to be honest, because I did that yesterday. I've got an Intimissimi base layer, Lily silk jumper, Charlbury boots, N-Peel gloves. These are my Moscot sunnies, and I've got my little Dachshund with me. I'm going to go out and explore some more. We did do some exploring yesterday, but I haven't really vlogged much on this trip, just purely because I just haven't. In all honesty, I haven't, but it's been quite leisurely. We've taken our time, and now we're being blessed with a very lovely day to go and explore. So let's go and find some schnitzel and check out of the hotel, because we've got about a 4 p.m. flight, so I think, fingers crossed, we're going to miss the snow here in Germany, because otherwise we might be getting a little bit stranded, which we don't want. We need to get home.
Doesn't look like it's going to snow, it's clear blue skies.
Well, you never know, you never know. But let's get going. I've just spotted a place called Cinna something or other, and it's like cinnamon rolls. So I think we're going to go and get the schnitzel, and then we're going to come back and try a cinnamon roll there, because they had lots of different flavours as well. But it is glorious sunshine today. Freezing. We have come back to where we were shooting yesterday, to Karl's Brauhaus. Now I can see people inside. Apparently this is great for schnitzel. So we've walked straight in and spotted that they do very good looking pretzels here. But I think I'm going to have the Wiener Schnitzel as like my mains, Apparently with potato salad it's really nice, but I might, and it comes with cranberries, this sounds so good, but I kind of want potato salad and French fries. I want to have them both.
What's that?
I want the potato salad and the French fries.
I said one of each, yeah.
You're going to have, so you're having the Wiener Schnitzel?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, okay, we'll
Or
get...
I could get the pork chop schnitzel.
Yeah. And then you get French fries and I get potato salad.
Yeah. And you're getting veal.
Yeah.
Because veal will be a bit more gamey.
Okay. I mean, they have pulled pork burger.
Yeah, I know, but I want to get schnitzel.
Yeah. Okay, the pretzels have arrived. We have already been taking pictures and I have massacred mine. I went to dig in and I'm sorry, but they are fantastic.
Right, we'll try this.
Ali is doing a trick with the butter. Apparently if you pierce the butter and then squeeze it, it comes out, but I don't think this butter works.
This butter's too tight. You can see it's trying.
Yeah, it's too thick. Okay, very impressed for you, my love. Very impressed.
Out like this.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
And then it's easier to spread.
Got you.
Live work here.
Sad times. Thank you so much. Oh wow, that's very different potato salad. So this is the Wiener Schnitzel and this is the normal pork schnitzel. Don't tell Porty and Barkley that we had a Wiener.
I thought chicken was the normal schnitzel.
Who knew? Well,
Now we know.
now we know.
Maybe.
I'm very intrigued by this because this looks a little bit like scrambled eggs.
Yeah.
You have to try it. I'm going to try it without first. That is delicious. From Stuttgart to home. Oh, I cannot tell you how happy I am to be here. And I am in full on romanticizing my morning. I've been to Pilates and we did Pilates in her studio with the sun coming up and the frost on the ground and candles. It was wonderful. And now I'm at home. I'm going to put on my Christmas playlist. If you don't know, I've basically put together a really classical, traditional, quite calming Christmas playlist. I know a lot of the time at this time of year it's, you know, all I want for Christmas is you, and we'll get to that, but I also think that there's something to have Christmas music tinkling away in the background as well, and that was the sort of playlist that I wanted to bring to life, and Ali has complimented me so many times on this playlist. My heart is like so full, but coming home to the house all festive and Christmassy, so I'm gonna get my playlist on, I'm gonna light some candles, I'm gonna get the Holland Cooper mist in the air and just get the fire on, get everything cozy at home today. I am also enjoying a holy cacao bone broth. I have got to get into the habit of drinking this more, not because it's a treat, but because it's a wonderful way to get more like protein and collagen into my everyday. So I've made myself this with hot water and a little bit of warm milk as well. We have non-homogenized milk from Dalesford, and I just heated it up just a little bit and popped it in a big mug. So if you are interested in my playlist, you'll find it on Spotify, and it's also obviously on Sonos as well. It's called A Classical English Country Christmas. And you just click through and it will show you other things, but then when you go down to Spotify, there I am, and it's got all of the things. Now I always go for the shuffle option so that I don't get the same songs over and over again, and I just pop it in the background so that it's tinkling away throughout the day. Oh my gosh, good morning everyone. It is very, very early and it feels it, okay? It feels it. It has just gone 6 o'clock and I'm getting up. I've got a story to tell you. So I checked the weather and it said it's gonna snow in England on Thursday, and I was like, that's fine. As long as Mother Nature holds out until Thursday, that's fine, because I'm away and I can't miss the snowfall in November in England. I just can't. So I went to Germany and I woke up on Tuesday morning to see that it had snowed where we live, and to say that I was a bit upset. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, oh no, I'm missing it. I'm so missing it. I was messaging the people that look after our house and I was just like, oh gosh. And I thought, well, that's it, isn't it? That's it, it's done now. I've missed it. However, I was looking at the temperature on the weather app and I could see that it was supposed to be cold again on Thursday and Friday. And so I just kind of kept a watchful eye on things, and I've woken up today and there is a very light dusting of snow. And when I tell you that my heart is so full that I get to see that, I truly mean it. I am just on cloud 9 right now. We actually haven't filmed our Christmas intro this year, and I've got to be honest with you, I've been toing and froing about doing it, because it's one of those things where when I started doing this, it was sort of like the done thing was that you had like an animated intro and they were all so lovely, but I didn't have an animator. And so I was like, oh, what am I going to do? I've got a husband that can film me, so let's go out and let's just film something and see what comes to life. And you guys absolutely loved it, and so I was really happy that, like, I think nowadays when there's so many people in this industry, it's almost hard to feel like you do something that's a bit different. I think about the early days and how there was no one really before us, so we had to look for inspiration like outside of our industry. I think nowadays a lot of people come to the industry and they find inspiration within the industry, and so it's like, what am I trying to say? It's sort of, I don't know, you can feel a bit like, oh, this was my thing. And that's a very, very childish mindset, but I just wasn't sure whether, I've done this for a few years, maybe I should try something different or do something else or whatever. And then obviously when the snow happened, I thought, well, oh my gosh, that would have been my first. Oh no, it's raining. It might be the snow going then. Well, it says snow. It's supposed to have more snow. But it might be too warm now. That's Ibiza. It says snow. Anyway, so it's just one of those things where you're sort of like, do I want to do this still? Is there a different way to do it? I always think that you get very comfortable in your job and you want to do things that are different. That's always the way that I've been with these things. I was different when I came to YouTube. I started doing the sort of high fashion side of YouTube when that wasn't the done thing. And so, yeah, it's been one of those things where I'm like, am I going to do it? But we're up to date and hoping that we're going to be able to film a little bit where we live. And as always, I kind of just want to show a little bit more of the things that I love in my life and that sort of thing, and just the multi-facets of my life and me. So over the years, I've done the dog walks when they were obviously they were so profound in my life. I've had the horses, we've had the Defender and that kind of thing. But most importantly, it is just our family life. It's not supposed to be some theatrical showcase of grandeur. It is just supposed to be the sort of joys of our life. We've had the chickens in there. So yes, I'm getting up this morning. Hopefully my husband will be getting up and we're going to be heading out to just capture a little bit here and there and hopefully put something together. Now, you know, I've changed how I've done Vlogmas over the years just to make it more manageable, but in all honesty, I just want you guys to enjoy it and I want me to enjoy it too. And I think it got to a stage over the years when it was so busy that I wasn't even getting a chance to enjoy these things just because you were my priority. And I think that's always normal at the beginning of like a career, is that you sort of put delivering the goods above everything else. But I think you guys enjoy seeing me happy too. Who's this? Carrie. I am so excited there's snow again for you both. Go make your magic, MGs. So yes, we're just going to be filming some bits and pieces today. But I do have, and so does Ali, we have appointments today, so we'll probably film some sections of it today, and then other sections probably over the weekend. I'm also heading to TOWCESTER and Hicks today because I have my first fitting of my coat, sorry, in the fabric from Andrew, and I feel like this is going to be such a special piece for me to wear over the next few months of winter, and I can't wait for you guys to see it come to life. It's actually pretty much almost there, so I'm going to be able to wear it, which is really exciting. And then I have a riding lesson tonight, and then I'm going straight from my riding lesson to riding with Claudia as well. I have a little bit of news and I'm going to try not to cry, literally trying not to cry, because I feel almost, I'm like angry at myself over this, because you'll notice I have been riding Cloud a lot over the last few weeks, and Cloud has always been the horse that Claudia would ride when I was riding Romeo. She's a mare. I've always found her a little bit spicy, so I've never ridden her. I've stayed away from her. I never really showed her any affection. I feel really bad for that, because she was just not the sort of horse that I was gelling with. And then obviously I've been forced into this position where Romeo's on rest and Cloud is there for me to ride, and I want to practice in between my lessons, so Cloud it is. And who knew that Cloud would end up being my greatest teacher, because not only have we been in the school together, she just goes round and round and round with me. She lets me practice everything, changing my whip, changing my rein, getting my diagonal, sitting trot, bareback trot. Literally, she will just go round and round and round with me. And it has been transformative for my riding. And we've also done a little hack together. And I have to admit, she's a spicy one. So she's great in the school, but she's spicy on the hack. And she gets a little bit, you know, hot and spicy. And I have had to learn to ride her when she's like that, which is something I think is super important. I've had to learn some of the skills. I'm definitely not there yet, but I hope to be. Anyway, I actually put this on my Instagram. I put a picture of her on there, and I said, you know, who knew that the spicy mare that I refused to ride for the last 3 years would go on to become my greatest teacher? True story. And the comments on there were brilliant, and I honestly feel like I have accumulated the most wonderful riding community on my pages. When I first started sharing, it was quite judgmental. It was quite like, there was just a lot of unnecessariness. And I think over the years now that I've been riding, when I share my like progress and things like that, I can't tell you how lovely the response is. So many of you were saying in the comments that that's the thing about comfort zones. Nothing grows there. And that's what I've been doing. I've been taking the easy route and not learning and growing and getting better as a rider and getting more skilled as a rider. I mean, I'm a long way off, but I feel so confident. Now, the sad news is that Cloud is actually going to be leaving. Claudia's had her for a number of years, but she is now going to a new home, and I was very upset to hear that, because, you know, I've just sort of been building my bond with her, and she actually lets me give her affection. Like, Romeo is like, he's like such a puppy dog. He needs reassurance, but he's like, I just don't really need all of the faff. Whereas Cloud is like, I don't need reassurance, but I will take all of your kisses and all of your scratches and all of the good stuff. And so she is going to be going, and I'm not going to be riding her with Claudia anymore. However, Cloud and Claudia is very confusing, I know. She is actually going to the riding school where I learn to ride, so I can request to ride her in the school. Obviously, I've been riding Paddy, who I just fell in love with last week, but she's not gone yet, so I'm going to get to ride her today and just start preparing myself to say goodbye, because honestly I don't know how I'm going to do this. So that's the plan of action for the day. Hopefully get some little filming bits done. I also left my Sonos on last night, so I woke up to the sound of Sinead O'Connor singing, I'm not going to sing to you but she does this really beautiful rendition of Silent Night. I am never singing to you again. And it is just like hauntingly beautiful, and it was just playing throughout the house. I thought, oh my gosh, I didn't even realise I left that on last night, and it was so lovely waking up to it. Anyway, I've got verbal diarrhea. Let's get out and film some content. Okay, don't mind the lipstick and the mess behind me, and oh my gosh, my hair. We've been out in the snow all morning and we're only just warming up, but oh my gosh, I ran up the stairs. Ali is just about to have a fitting with Jordan from TOWCESTER, and he's gonna give, I can't believe how bad my hair looks, just pretend. And he's about to try on some of his bits and pieces and his suits that have been made, so I thought we could do a bit of a try on with him and with Lumi because she is in his dressing room. So it is a day of fittings, and whilst the camera isn't on me, I'm going to sort my hair out, I promise. Oh wow, wow. Hello Jordan, welcome to the vlog.
Hello.
That is very nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Prince of Wales check. It's got a soft blue.
Hold on, you come in and stand in the proper light.
Is it not Prince of Wales? Yeah, it's a Prince of Wales, but it's got a soft blue window pane.
Oh yes! Oh wow, you can see the fabric.
Nice with the blue shirt, and we're actually going to remove the turn-ups on this.
Ah, go stand over there.
A little bit of length off the trouser, and we're going to go with a plain hem.
Ah, wow. How's the jacket?
Yeah. How's it look?
It looks amazing. Yeah. Gosh, yeah, you've got so much room in that shoulder. That must be really comfortable for you.
There's not much room. It's
no, but
bob on.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like compared to when you often put other jackets on, wow.
Clean drape.
Wow, that's the first time I've seen your drop shoulder look the same.
Oh right, yeah.
Like it looks amazing.
Got double pleats.
Wow, those trousers are so nice. Oh my gosh.
Look at this one, how heavy the flannel is.
Oh my gosh, I need a jacket in this.
It's like a English wool, 450 grams, is super heavy.
Wow. Oh wow. Amazing. Does it all feel comfortable?
Yeah, I'm trying to find the fold. We've done one before, so we know where we are.
Gosh, that feels fantastic.
You don't think it's too bold, the pattern?
No, not at all.
I think like when you're far away.
Yeah, this is like
a mid-grey suit. Yeah.
This is one of those things that.
The way I get, the more you don't see the blue, do you?
You don't see it.
From here, it's a mid-grey suit, isn't it?
You can see hints of the blue, but it becomes almost more interesting as you come closer up. Yeah. It's like you get it's like two different suits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The detail.
Gorgeous. Suit number 2. This is another sort of, it's almost got a warmth to the grey, hasn't it?
Yeah.
So what's this like occasion-wise for?
I don't know, really.
Well, it's lovely.
It's a single breast, so the first one you saw was a double breast, which is typically the style of jacket I prefer to wear.
Mm-hmm.
So we did a couple of single options. We've got the ticket pocket. Still quite formal, I think. Yeah? Yeah. And it's just like the single-breasted.
How is it with your arms moving forward? Good.
Yeah. The notches and the lapels, you can see they're slightly lower, so they come across. So we've got a nice width on the lapels without them sticking up. Yeah, low gorge. That's it. It's a nice little bit of detailing.
Very smart.
Yeah, I don't really know when I'll wear this.
It's lovely fabric. So lovely. Very lovely. Yeah. I can't wait to see the other one on though.
It's like, yeah, it's great.
Yeah, it's these two here. Yeah. So I haven't shown you this one. This has got like almost like a bronzy green colour to it. It's almost iridescent. And then I did show you a little sneak of this, but this fabric is spectacular. Oh, show me the collar. Show me the details. Oh wow, yeah, that is so nice.
I can't remember what it's called. It's a tab.
Storm collar.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Good job, Jordan's here. Lovely.
You can have that out like this if we like.
Yeah, lovely.
Or I can take it away. And
take it away. Very pretty. Oh, wow. With that roll neck.
Very happy with this.
That is so smart. Is that one good to go, or does it still need alterations?
Well, what we're just talking about is the length of the trousers. Because when I stand like that, I see the length of the trouser. I like this leg here.
Yeah.
I like it touching. That's perfect for me. But then when I stand here like this, can you see how they gather? Mm-hmm. And really, when I stand, it's kind of like you want the gather to be maybe like a centimetre less. That. Mm. This leg here is about perfect.
Okay.
There. So you'll still get the nice drape with the centimetre out.
What's that?
That's a
buckle loop.
Buckle loop.
When you put a belt on.
Like a belt.
Yeah. That feeds through it.
Oh wow, I've never seen that. I have never seen that. Wow.
I've got them on my Brioni.
That is like the perfect knit for underneath there. Wow.
Yeah.
That is exquisite. That is gorgeous. Oh yeah. That is unreal.
Nice, isn't it?
Yeah. I've lost count of how many suits there are now. 4. Wow.
This fabric.
Yeah, this is so special, this fabric. I would have a suit in that. Yeah.
Burgundies. But yeah,
I love the
really
pockets.
soft herringbone. Yeah, bellow.
Yeah, they're gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I love the tone, love it with that knit. Wow.
We also put the storm rotor ticket.
Put the collar up. Oh wow, yeah.
That has got initials. Boom.
Can't you wear it like that if it's got initials?
Yeah, you can.
I think it looks great.
Change it if you want.
That looks amazing. What a suit. Okay, I am about to head for my fitting at TOWCESTER & Hicks, and this is my outfit for the day. I have been seeing so many gorgeous girls on TikTok wearing the most gorgeous faux fur coats, and there I was, like, thinking to myself, I'm just gonna buy a new coat that looks like theirs, and I thought to myself, no, Lydia, you are not doing that. You already have one that is vintage from your grandma, and that is so special. And do you know what the most wonderful thing about this coat is? It still smells of my grandma. This coat is probably 50 to 60 years old, and I don't wear it often, but I'm going to change that because it literally smells like her, and because it's a snowy day, I thought this is the perfect option to keep me warm, but it literally smells like her. I'm going to put some leather gloves on, but I'm heading to TOWCESTER & Hicks now for my fitting. Oh my goodness me, this is the most glorious drive to Woburn, and I actually feel like I am living my grandma's life right now. I've got my gloves on, I've got my grandma's coat on. I am just... This is romanticizing your life to a T. Like I've found my person that, like, when I look at someone who's lived a great life, I look at my grandma and I'm like, you have lived a fantastic life. And I've got all the gear and no idea. All the gear. Oh dear. Christmas has arrived at TOWCESTER & Hicks, and I have just had a very, very small alteration made to my jacket that I made in the Harris tweed, and oh my goodness me, this is now like the most comfortable jacket I own. I can't believe it. Like, look at this. I can swing my arms. This is so good. And look at it with this outfit, and then look at me and Jeff again, twinning. We
didn't know, did we?
No, we didn't. We are literally peas in a pod, but this is perfect.
It is autumn winter. So.
Yeah, exactly. But peas in a pod, I love this so much. Oh, glorious. Absolutely glorious.
So the daft thing about that is, so you felt tightness.
Yeah.
I understand that. But I've actually taken the front of the jacket in, so you sort of think, well, you've made it smaller, but it feels more comfortable.
Yeah.
So your armhole here,
Yeah.
around. When I took it in here, it's actually making the armhole wider.
Yeah.
Narrower here, but wider here. And then this seam is moved over here.
Yeah.
And then we've taken out that canvas that you put in there, and boom.
This is
Now
spectacular.
you'll wear it lots of times.
The way that this fits now is unbelievable.
It hangs lovely, doesn't it?
Yeah, it fits me better.
Yeah.
Like even on the front.
Yeah, the whole thing feels right.
Yeah. Phenomenal.
That phenomenal saying. Yeah. Could have been made for you, Lydia.
Yeah. Oh, it's perfect.
When you're ready, we'll put the coat on, we'll
Okay.
fit that, and then we'll do your tweed.
Okay. Sorry, I am very, very excited because this is like my first fitting for the coat. And Jeff has been absolutely amazing and like rushed this through for me. So I feel like I need you down like here so you can see me.
And it is nice.
It is wonderful.
It's coarser than cashmere,
Yeah.
but it's not as coarse as a heavy tweed. So it's in between the two. It's basically like a lamb's wool, which is obviously what it is.
Yeah.
But it cut lovely, and it should be fine. So let's have a look.
Okay.
Let's have your hair out. There you go.
Oh wow.
There, nice.
Gosh.
Cracking colour one, you know.
It is gorgeous as a colour. And it's not as heavy as I thought it was going to be.
No, it's a medium weight.
Yeah.
Put the tape measure around my shoulders so I look like a proper tape. Right, now, a couple of things I've got to do with the fits. Right, so now I've just lifted that there.
Yeah.
And now you can see that's hanging.
Yes.
Whereas before it was swinging open.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So what we call the front balance is a little bit too long.
Yeah.
Double breasted, then you've asked me to do 4x4. Sounds like a bloody car then.
Yeah.
It's actually, yeah, it's four buttons, double breasted, so there's 8 buttons showing down the front. So this is gently shaped, so
Yes.
it's not this real,
Yeah, yeah.
so it's nice and comfortable. That looks lovely, and the line on it's slightly almost A-line, but it's lovely. You want me to bring that back in and
No.
straight?
No, because you wanted this fairly sort of loose.
I know
Yeah.
that, I know
Yeah.
that. Who's that talking in the back?
Yeah, who is that?
It's my scruffy wife.
Scruffy.
Who won't come out.
Listen,
Yeah.
wink.
I see you, fancy pants. Laura won't be on camera today because she says she's not dressed for the occasion because she's been working.
She's been down the workroom. Well, somebody keeps asking us to make clothes very quickly.
I know, honestly.
Nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
No, you, Lydia, no.
Oh, no, I love the length. I think the length is absolutely perfect.
She's gone very quiet, Lydia. It's always bloody
I don't
dangerous.
know.
It's hard for me to tell when you've not got the double breasted.
I'll wrap it over.
Can you wrap it over?
I'll wrap it over, but it won't make any difference to the line you're looking at the side.
No, but I think it'll make a difference to what I'm seeing.
Okay, fine. Optically.
Optically.
That's a good word, isn't it?
Yeah. I think I need to see it with the shoulders right
Yeah, okay.
as well.
Right, okay. All right.
But because at the moment it's off balance, isn't it? But
Well, the shoulders are too wide and
Yeah.
it's sticking out too much.
Yeah.
So that's got to come back in there, excuse me.
I love the way just like, excuse me.
This is only a fitting, it's only basted, it's not done.
Okay.
So if you're going to have a bit of a rope, it would be neater. Like
Okay.
that.
I do think there's a bit of chocky that can go on this coat somewhere.
Well, we've got to find somewhere for you. I've got some Alcantara about as well, so if you want to do something.
This is glorious.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Move far forward. There you go.
Yeah.
Completely free. Yeah, okay. Looks lovely. Now, buttons.
Is there some kind of like detail on the cuff? Because it's quite thin.
Yes, I can do what you
To
like.
give like a thicker.
Yeah, I can do a gauntlet cuff.
Because I've got it on one of my other coats.
Gauntlet.
I don't like it when it looks piddly like that.
No, it's got to be bigger.
Yeah.
On a
you
coat,
need to-
it's got to.
Okay.
It's got to be more to.
Yeah, particularly the length of this coat.
You'd need it
Probably
at
3 inches.
least.
3 inches.
At least 3 inches.
I can put now gauntlet cuff, turn back cuff, whatever. Can be all the way round.
Mhm.
Yeah. And actually, it will go into. It can be all the way around here, and it will go into the seam there.
Mhm.
Or you put the little curve on so that it looks like it's laid on top.
I think do it all the way around.
All the way
Yeah.
around.
Yeah, so it's
Okay.
just more
I do.
seamless.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm just
okay.
going to like
Yeah,
imagine that's your
Yeah.
sleeve.
That's it.
that's it.
That's it. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
3¼ to 3½.
Yeah.
Turn back.
Yeah.
No buttonholes, nothing.
No.
Top button position.
Mhm.
So the higher the button here, the higher the opening is.
Mhm.
So if I do the top button there, it's actually a lot of chalk mark, excuse me, doing it near your bust, but
No, that's nowhere near. Don't worry.
No.
That's my ribs.
Just making sure, madam. We're going to make a breast pocket.
Yeah, I was just looking at yours
So,
because I want a little ujmi in there.
yeah, you will.
Hanky.
Yeah, a
Yeah.
little hanky.
Well, we're going to, the lining, that lovely lining you've chosen,
Yeah.
we're going to cheat.
Yeah.
And we're going to make the pocket bag, which is what that
So I
is.
can pull it
You
out.
just put it out, put it in, rather than having a silk and trying to put it in all the time. It's poor man's version, but it works so easy. So ladies' side, breast pocket is this side.
Yeah.
Not that
That's
side.
my good side as well, so I can be
You
like,
can have it there. Yeah, you have a little pose there.
this is just, it just feels so rogue.
She's got
Where are you going
I
now?
got to film it. I didn't get a good shot of you doing it last
been
time.
ripped apart.
Yeah, literally, you like do all of this stitching and then you just cut it off.
Just rip me, Jen.
Yeah. Laura, you've got on the right side of bed today, I think.
Okay, we can have off now.
Ooh.
Happy? I haven't pinned it anywhere else, have I? No. Okay. So it doesn't slip off because obviously you've got no lining in there. yet.
Yes.
Right, okay.
Wonderful. Wunderbar.
Okay, when I walked in, Jeff said to Laura, go and get your leather coat.
And I was like, leather coat, I'm not really sure. And Laura was like, no, I'm not going to go get it. And he was like, just go and get your leather coat. And I was like, honestly, Jeff, you know, don't worry about it. I'm not really into leather, it's fine. And she goes and pulls out the most spectacular, like, I don't even think you can see because of the light behind me, but this is like the leather coat of dreams. It's got like ripples. It is so soft. I feel like Julia Roberts in Notting Hill. And this is the best day of my life. And no, wait, it gets better. Laura said I can borrow it. So I feel like that we need to find a way for you guys to be able to make me this. Because, oh, guys.
Specialist thing.
This is a one-off. This is the only one of these that exists. And look at it with the boots. Oh, Laura, you have exquisite taste.
She married me.
Yeah.
You knew I was going to say that.
You locked me up there, didn't you?
I literally said, I was like, you haven't got any daughters, have you? I'm like the daughter you never had. Oh, this is just wonderful.
You see why I want you to put that on?
Absolutely. Oh my gosh, it's glorious.
She hasn't worn it. She just, I mean...
She should wear it.
It's like that lovely check coat you tried on her. She's
Yeah.
only worn that twice.
Oh my gosh. Is it that one there? Yeah, it's that one there.
Yes, that one.
Yeah,
You've had that
I
one
have to
before.
show you another coat of Laura's. I'm going to try. I think I've shown you it before, but honestly, I'm not supposed to be playing dress up, but here we are. This is exquisite. So this is like Julia Roberts, but she's going somewhere fancy. Oh, it is just those pockets.
That one now, that's 24 ounce. It's really heavy.
Yeah.
But I've got one from Italy in the same design, which is 18 ounce. So if anybody comes in now, I turn the 18 ounce. Because honestly, when Laura's worn it uptown, she's gone into a store and it's too hot. And she couldn't handle it.
Well, I think this is similar in weight to my Amelia Wickstead one. My Amelia Wickstead one, it weighs an absolute ton. But this is, it's glorious. And this, oh, just, can you imagine it was like, oh yeah, love it.
That's all. Do you know that old boy?
Wow, oh look at this. Ali in the Highlands. Wow, can I take this for him?
Yes, we can. Open it up and have a look inside. You're in there as well.
Stop it.
That's
Oh, you put me at the back.
Of course you're at the back. So, with me. Where are you? No, hang on.
You put me at the back.
No, you are somewhere. Oh,
I'm at the back.
Oh, you're on the ladies' table.
You put me at the back.
Yeah, but Ali,
Today is the day of 100 outfits and I am wearing my riding lesson outfit. This is pretty much head to toe Holland Cooper. I'm wearing the blue breeches. Well, they're kind of like a navy, but a light navy. Then I've got some socks on. These aren't actual riding socks. I have some on order, but these are like long socks for when I was like bedding in my riding boots. These were like thin, so it gave me room because I knew my boots were going to stretch. This is also a Holland Cooper top that I haven't worn before. And it's very, very warm. So I'm quite, yeah, I think I'm going to be good in this today. I've also got a knit jumper underneath and then a base layer underneath and then I've got gloves as well. So I should be warm. I've got to grab my hat, my bag, and I need to go.